Hi, welcome to this week's edition of WildCast. I'm Caitlin Guyman, and this is.
I'm Peyton Keebler.
And today we're interviewing Mr. Morgan.
All right, so first question we have for you today are what are your hobbies outside of school?
Outside of school, I like to do things outdoors in the Flathead Valley. We do some hiking, we bike, we do a lot of floating and boating in the summer. In the fall, I like to hunt, and we fish throughout, so lots of fun outdoor stuff. I also like to take care of my lawn. How about that? Doesn't sound exciting, but it's always nice.
That's awesome. What is your favorite thing about the school?
This school has always been a nice place to teach because of the integrity and staff that I work with that really values students and just works really hard to make this a good place to come learn and a good place to teach with them. So I've always enjoyed the small town feel of our little school and all the staff members that work really hard to make a good experience for you guys.
How many years have you been teaching?
So this is year 33 of teaching. I taught 1 year over on the High Line of Montana in a little town that had a total of 47 kids in the high school. So that was kind of interesting. I taught all sciences, 7th grade through 12th grade, and was a football coach, was a basketball coach, was a track coach. So it was a very busy year, but it was a good year, valuable year, and then I got the job over here.
That's awesome.
32 years.
What is your favorite food?
I just like kind of food in general, but one of my favorites would be shrimp, shrimp cocktail. I love a good beef steak. But let's see, what else? How about pumpkin pie, too?
Nice.
Those are some good options. All right, another question we have for you is what is your favorite thing about teaching?
So there's lots of really awesome things related to this profession, right? And one of them is just the experience being able to be with kids every day and be with good people that care about, their communities and care about learning. So it's really, really fun to get to chat with, to learn, to meet all kinds of new people every year. I get to know 120 new kids, right? Get to know their families a little bit. When I see them outside of school, after they've graduated, they become friends instead of students then. So it's really been a good experience getting to know kids and other people that I work with.
That's awesome. What was your favorite subject when you were in school?
So my favorite subject was either math or science. I loved science, had some great science teachers that did a lot of hands-on stuff. We got to dissect things and go outside and study. We went up to Glacier Park once and studied the eagles. We got to go down to the Cut Bank River and collect some bugs and study those.
I haven't done that since like third,
So
fourth
science was definitely one of my favorites.
That's awesome.
What was middle school like when you were growing up?
Well, school was a little bit different. It was a little more, it was, well, I don't know if it was so different. We still, you were involved with teachers that really enjoyed what they were doing, it seemed to me, and they were wanted what was best for you. I mean, that was similar to what happens now. We didn't have as nice of facilities back then, but really there's way more similarities to schools when I was growing up and now than there are differences.
That's really cool. What is one quote that you live by or inspires you?
Lots of good quotes. One of them is, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. So it's kind of your belief in yourself. If you think you can do it, you're going to work hard to put in the effort to get it done. You're probably going to do it. Or you're going to, and that's not failure if you don't get it done, right? If you keep trying, success is not a final product, right? Success is a little bit of those, the effort along the way. So You can continually have little successes along the way and still get a problem wrong, right? But so that's not failure, right? You just got to try again. If somebody doesn't, get something right away, then it just takes them a little longer to learn it.
It's a really amazing quotes. And the final question we have for you today in this interview is, who was your favorite middle school teacher and why?
When I was going through who's my favorite middle school teacher, ooh, so let's see. So I had awesome seventh grade, especially science teacher, who really made learning fun. Had a separate lab room, and we had to do a insect collection in the fall, and so we were racing around after school with nets trying to catch bugs and collect those and pin them on a board. And then in the winter, we got to dissect a frog. And then in the spring, he put chicken eggs and duck eggs in an incubator in our classroom. And we got to watch, like chicks hatch out of the eggs. And that was just really cool. So he was definitely one of the fun ones. Also, my math teacher, back then it was a lady that was just made math fun, right? Made it interesting, gave us like real life examples of the problems that she was going over, and that made it interesting for us. And we got to go outside and measure stuff and apply some of those math skills to real life stuff. So
That's cool. Awesome.
Thank you for coming out today, because that's all we have for questions. This interview was very educational and inspiring, so thank you for coming out.
Yes, thank you, ladies. Have a great day.
You as
It'll
well.
make a difference.